So, hello, Capricorn, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racy, and I'm going to be giving the messages for you today. They are for Capricorn suns and those with strong or significant Capricorn energies in their charts. If you know what house Capricorn rules and what's in there, it can give you some specific insights into certain areas of your life. Okay, for those of you not familiar with me or the channel and you're new, I'm known to have no filter and I don't sugarcoat my messages. So if that is not your thing, or you have children around, or you just don't appreciate that kind of a message, I'm always very respectful of that. And I'm giving you the opportunity to sign off now. All right, otherwise we are getting into this. Now, Capricorn, before I even get into your cards, just the overall energy feels really heavy. Like it's an all-consuming drain. And it's this feeling like no matter how many times you attempt to do the right thing, there's always something to be faulted for. Like, it's never enough. Okay? It's never enough. No matter how much you give, it feels like you're always getting knocked down. And it's getting really heavy. Like you can't do anything right. Right? It's this energy of you can't do anything right. So dealing with November, as we open up with the guidance cards that came out for the month as a focus in the healing. For my power thought cards, it's about your healing already being in process. Your willingness to forgive begins the healing process. I allow the love from my own heart to wash through me, cleansing and healing every part of my body. I know I am worth healing. It's the affirmation, my willingness to forgive begins my healing process. Your willingness to forgive is at the focus of this. It has to do with what you're creating. It has to do with what you're creating. And it's surrounding your ability to forgive. Forgive yourself for not thinking you are capable of whatever it is that you need to do in order to evolve your reality. Allow the love from my own heart to wash through me, cleansing and healing every part of my body. You know, I just put up a post about grounding. I just posted about it. I do believe it is on the community board here on Divine Rebel on the channel. You have to know you're worth healing. You have to know you don't have to carry those heavy energies. You have to know they don't have to stay a part of your reality and that the divine has a solution if you want it. The angel, the archangel that's coming to you, to your aid, should you call on them, is Archangel Zadkiel. It is the righteousness of the self. It's a matter of doing what feels only right to your soul to do. Nothing less and nothing more. Archangel Zadkiel is bringing perspective shifting. It's teaching and learning. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others. You know, when I read that on the card, the word ideas was replaced with reactions. So keep an open mind and learn new reactions. Then teach these reactions to others. When you open up your mind to react a different way, from a different perspective, instead of being upset, right? Here's a great example. You're your quote-unquote love of your life gets kissed by someone else. And in that moment, your person realizes the only person they want to kiss is you. From here on out, beyond a doubt, the only person they want to kiss from here on out is you. Now, you can focus on the fact that they betrayed you and kissed someone else. Whether they chose to or it was just put on them. Doesn't matter. You can choose to view it from a place of betrayal and react from a place of feeling betrayed, feeling hurt. Or a different perspective could be that you're grateful that experience happened, because now, as a result of it, beyond a doubt, in your person's mind, you are the only one they want to kiss for the rest of their lives. And you can be grateful that the experience happened the way it did, because you wouldn't be where you are now without it. You can choose to react in different ways. And when you choose to react in a different way, like with gratitude, you teach others how to be grateful for things that don't seem so great because of where it gets you. Where it's taking them. They could be grateful. And they can extend that gratitude to other people. That acceptance of sometimes things are what they are in order to get you where you're going. And that's okay. All right? So Archangel Zadkiel, you do what feels right in your soul to do, beyond a doubt. And close the door on the old thinking that's unwilling to forgive yourself for your thoughts. It's unwilling to forgive the self. It's unwilling to stop punishing the self. It's unwilling to stop suffering. Forgive yourself for those faulty processes that are shifting now, right? So, starting off the month with November, we have the 5 of Coins, feeling alone in reverse, clarified by the Strength card. I immediately felt, Cap, like this was you feeling like you can't be in the more wrong place at the more wrong time. It feels like you're in the worst place at the worst time and you cannot get out. That's the feeling that I got. And Spirit's asking you to be really strong here, because you're actually right where you're meant to be. Where you're at's kind of perfect for your healing. It's forcing you to forgive yourself for past choices, past thought processes that got you where you are. You're exactly where you're meant to be. Even if it is a temporary position, as most things are, everything in life eventually changes. The environment, where you live, who you're around, ultimately changes. But where you are right now is where you're meant to be, and Spirit's testing your strength. Your ability to silence that egoic part of the self that wants to feel hurt, that wants to buy into not being good enough. Spirit's asking you to be real strong and know that you're learning how to love yourself beyond a doubt, that you are not incorrect in how you feel. Right? We get into the 2 of Swords with refusing to see, clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is the Lord of the forces of life. You can't necessarily see how the divine works. You sense things are changing. You just don't know how or when or to what degree or on what level. Are you having a change of heart? Are you having a change of mind? Are you having a change of commitment? Are you having a change of spirit? Are you no longer inspired? The refusing to see card, believing is seeing. So if you're refusing to see, then literally you are refusing to believe that the forces of life are forever working in your favor. And that's okay, because it doesn't mean that they're not working in your favor just because you don't see. It just means if you want to see how they are, you have to believe that they are. You have to believe that they are. And once that clicks, or if it refuses to click, because that can go both ways. Either way, you end up with clarity of belief, the Ace of Swords, and the Tower. The truth about your actions and your choices. If you choose to believe that something is possible and it's attainable, there is a solution. There's a solution available to make it so. Because where there's a will, there's a way. You have to be willing, right? This was the guidance card. You have to be willing. It's all about your willingness to forgive. It begins your healing process. This clarity of belief, this Ace of Swords, is walking through the fog. It's walking through the thick web of illusion. It's cutting through the lies. It's calling you in your heart space for transformation. The Tower is an epiphany moment where the universe gives you a foundation to start over on. This could be a serious truth bomb discussion. Because a part of you might be refusing to see just how lucky you are. Just how lucky you are to be where you are and doing what you're doing. With that said, we end the month with the Six of Cups. Simply love, clarified by the Justice card. This is a soul reconciliation between your own inner masculine energy and your ability to respect your paternal energy and love paternal energy. What your father or paternal figures have taught you about how to make your best choices. Whether they did it and showed you themselves, or they didn't do it and you figured out what they created you don't want. So you're not going to do what they did. Either way, you're building a connection or a bond or a bridge with how you perceive masculine energy. There's nothing but love there. Archangel Zadkiel, if you look at that card, is holding a book. It's about the Akashic record. It's what you choose, your soul's history. And in this specific card, the father and son, the son is holding a book with a heart on it. It's like a record of good memories where love was present. Remembering all the good. that comes from knowing that connection. Because what if you didn't have one at all? A paternal figure. Numerous paternal figures. What if you didn't have one of them? They're fathers, grandfathers, counselors, teachers, uncles, cousins, doesn't matter. Older brothers. Who were your paternal figures? How many of them did you need? Could you imagine if one was missing? They all taught you the qualities you like and ability to act, and what qualities you don't, and that you would not repeat their choices because of what you saw it create for them. Thank all of your teachers. Thank all of your teachers. This applies to women too. Don't get it twisted. We're dealing with masculine energy. And it's clarified by justice. This is the daughter of the Lord of Truth. The truth is simply love. There's no such thing as regret and anger and resentment and grief and heaviness and all of this stuff when you choose to heal it and let it go. When you choose to love, when you choose to shift in perspective and write a different script and make a better memory. Make a better memory. Gratitude is there. There's beauty in that. The strength of you is witnessed. And you can see how the universe has always worked in your favor. Always. Without fail. And that's the truth. And that's the truth. Your highest self, spirit, universe, God, it has not been without you, not a beat. Hasn't missed a beat. Hasn't missed a beat. It's just your time. It's just your time to get super deep in the divine order of things and be blessed with a certain recognition on how you dictate and direct your life. With how you feel and how you see and how you believe. So, with that said, remember teaching and learning that your mind can be open and you can react differently. And others will learn how to react to you differently. You can be different when you want to, because you're worth it. If you want more from me, you can check out the description and you can follow me on Patreon. I do the dailies on Patreon with all the different cosmic energies, with the cosmic currency, and all those breakdowns and all the highlights that come with those energies for the day, how to get through it. This is Divine Rebel Racy signing off, I guess. So until next time, love each other, and most importantly, love yourselves. Take care.